Hello. Happy Sunday. We are here. Just a fun live reading. I'm going to give a few minutes, let people log in. Maybe we'll invite people to come live. Hello. So we'll see. I am pulling open a few decks that I have here with me. I haven't done just like a live card reading in a while, but it feels like the vibe this morning. So hello as you're entering. Hey Des, hey Barry. We're gonna do card reading. So if there's a question you have, if you want to come live with me, hello, nice to see you too. Hello. Send me a message and let's see what we'll get into here today. Hey Marcy, I just heard you're coming to the class later today. So excited that you'll be there. All right, so we are moving this week into our final portal of the year, which is on 12/12. We move into Mercury retrograde on 12/13. 12/12 is also the new moon, so it's our final new moon of the year as well. And just some nice shifts as we close out 2023 and enter into 2024. Hello to those just joining. Oh, I love you, cousin. I just want to drop in for a moment because I'm just feeling the energies as they come in and swirl. Those of you that are here now and those that are watching this back later. So I'm just going to start sharing what's coming up for me. And the first thing I'm hearing is, I know it feels like it's been hard lately. I know it feels like it has been hard lately. And when things feel hard, it's an opportunity to shift perspective. When things feel hard, it's an opportunity to shift perspective. It's an opportunity to shift our minds, right? From as simple as like the why is this happening to me, or to how is this happening for me? Why is this happening to me, to why is this happening for me? Because sometimes we're going to go through some really difficult trials on our journeys to awakening, on our journeys to the next version of ourselves. We're going to go through these trials. And let me share personal for a minute as a personal and human design. This last few months, the last 7 years, my whole awakening journey, it hasn't been easy. Maybe I should drop it back to there for a moment. We don't receive. God doesn't give us more than we can handle. I believe that. For those of you that may just be getting to know me, that haven't known me for so long, let me share a little bit about myself. 7 years ago, many of you know that I went through a spiritual awakening when my best friend and first love passed away. What I don't share as often is I was already on an awakening journey prior to that. About a year and a half or so prior to that moment in my life, I had been dating someone. We were broken up, but nonetheless, he was at my home. And 8 undercover cops came and knocked on my door and arrested him. I was living in New York City at the time, and I was living in this nice doorman building and kind of that white picket fence life, as you would say. And there it came crumbling down when 8 undercover cops came into my building and knocked on my door and arrested him. And something shifted for me. It was in that moment when I was crying on my hands and knees in my bathroom, not understanding what was happening, being told that I could get in trouble for aiding and abetting someone, that I prayed for the first time. And it was in that moment, when I was crying on my hands and knees in my bathroom, not understanding what was happening, being told that I could get in trouble for aiding and abetting someone, that I prayed for the first time. And it was in that moment, when I was crying on my hands and knees in my bathroom, not understanding what was happening, being told that I could get in trouble for aiding and abetting someone, that I prayed for the first time. And it was in that moment, when I was crying on my hands and knees in my bathroom, not understanding what was happening, being told that I could get in trouble for aiding and abetting someone, that I prayed for the first time. And it was in that moment, when I was crying on my hands and knees in my bathroom, not understanding what was happening, being told that I could get in trouble for aiding and abetting someone, that I prayed for the first time. And it was in that moment, when I was crying on my hands and knees in my bathroom, not understanding what was happening, being told that I could get in trouble for aiding and abetting someone, that I prayed for the first I suppose that I understood God for the first time, and I was guided to Kundalini Yoga. I'd been hearing about Kundalini Yoga from someone I worked with in recovery. At the time, I was a chef working in high-end recovery homes in Manhattan. And someone had been mentioning Kundalini, and I knew in that moment it was time to go. So I went, and I kept fucking going. I kept going because I knew that something had to change, and it wasn't about everything else and everybody else. It was about me. I had to change because things were happening around me, to me, and I needed them to be happening for me. I needed to understand why they were happening. And something shifted that day. So I found Kundalini Yoga. I started going to sound healings. Now I'm a sound healer. I've studied Kundalini Yoga. I'm going into another Kundalini Yoga training this year for myself first and foremost because it had changed my life. So God gives us these things, and then God will also give us tools, the universe, whatever you want to say. I say God because God created the universe in my humble opinion. So why not go right to God and call God? And then what happened, as many of you may know, is 2 years later, my best friend and first love passed away and my mediumship opened. And I went on a wild journey to deeply discover and find myself. And along the way, I experienced a lot of loss. I experienced friendships ending. I experienced my own family thinking I had lost my mind for a period of time. I experienced numerous deaths. My best friend from kindergarten died 2 years after my first love. My grandmother passed. My great aunt just passed. My dad's best friend, who was like an uncle to me, passed. All in the last 7 years. And every time that that's happened, I've gotten to be reminded that it's like I am here for a reason, and I'm experiencing this for a reason, and each thing is teaching me something deeper. When I was younger, I went through a series of jaw surgeries. I was prescribed Adderall for ADD, prescription medication for my jaw, which I had surgeries on, muscle relaxers, painkillers, anti-inflammatories, you name it. And when I've gone back in my healing journey at each area, each decade of my life, each chapter, why did these things happen for me? Well, all that happened so I'd learn how to speak my truth, so I'd learn how to share with the collective so no one else would have to suffer the way I suffered. Right? That's why I do this. Hi, Kathy. Means so much that you just logged in. So that is why I do this. And that is why I know, whatever you are going through right now, whatever it is that is going on in your life, it is happening for you. And you may not get it now, right? It's in the hardest moments where we can't see it, that we get to practice our faith, we get to practice our trust, we get to really just lean into God and lean into the universe and lean into source and be like, okay, I am going to get through this. Knowing that we can find the tools to help us. Perhaps we can find community to support us, whatever it is, right? And that's what I want to offer right now, is that community to support. That is what I'm offering next year in the 52-week glow up with weekly calls that I guess will kind of be like this, right? So whatever you're going through, you're growing through. You're growing through it. Remember that. Even when you feel like you can't see the light, remember the seed get planted and it planted, and then it has to grow through the darkness. I get frustrated feeling I'm being held back, but in that time I heal and my gifts always upgrade after. Yes, exactly. When we're growing through the soil and finding new layers, new levels of earth, amazing things happen. Okay, I have a request of someone to go live. So just give me a minute. You can keep that request there. I just I just want to see if hey Amber, I just want to see if there's anything else that wants to come through. And I want to pull a few collective cards first to kind of go along with this energy of we are growing through things. We are growing through. We are growing through. We are growing through. And again, it can come with seasons of death. Because right, the plants have to die to go through a new season of life. So that is where we are headed. We are headed into this new season of life. I love that I pulled this card first. I don't know this deck very well. But I'm gonna intuitively read the cards today. I'm not gonna pull anything from the books. I'm just gonna intuitively read them. And it's the 26th path, the devil, truth, illusion, and trust. And that's what it feels like, right? We're dancing. We have danced with the devil. We've understood how do I do this dance? And how do I step into the light? So for many of us, maybe we've been battling the demons. We've been battling the illusion. What is true? What is not true? What is real? What is fake? There's so much of that, right? We're going through that collectively with the media right now. We see so much in the media that is not true, that is false, right? So we have collectively been dancing with this devil energy, and we're facing our fears. We're stepping into our independence, and we have mastered that discipline. And look at this woman, right? She is rising into the goddess. When we can defeat the devil within us, we can rise into the goddess. When we can defeat the devils within us, we can rise into the goddess. And I know for me, that is literally been the theme of this year, was completing my demons and stepping into my goddess. Because let me tell you, I am not perfect. I've never been perfect. I will never be perfect. Perfection is an illusion. And I had demons to work through from this lifetime, from past lifetimes. I wasn't always an angel. And I honor that is who I am. And I don't want to go against that. So I've stepped into the angel role and who I am. And I've released the devils. So for many of you, you're going through this upgrade as well, releasing the devils, releasing those demons, releasing kind of this energy of addiction, this purging. It's like a sluggish energy. For many of you, myself included, I've been getting this download. You're going to notice significant shifts in your weight. Weight is going to be dropping. Things are going to be coming off simply because you've done some really deep release work, and now it can physically come off your body. And it's not like you're trying to lose weight or you're overweight or anything like that. It simply feels like your organs have been protected with this extra layering, and that layering is ready to release. So for some of you, you will begin noticing that. You will begin to notice that. Right now, I love that this is also the winter solstice card, because that's what we're stepping into. I no matter what season we're in personally, we're stepping into this solstice, and it is a time of reflection. If you haven't already, I have the 31 days of journal prompts to close out the 2023 year. Go and get it. It's free. There's a link in my bio. Use code GLOWUP. Take the time to reflect on this last year. This is actually something I'm going to go sit outside and do for a little while today, is dive into some of the prompts I haven't had a chance to dive into. So join me. Do some reflection. Today's question was all about how you're going to take care of your physical body in the new year. And all of these things are so important. So take some time to reflect. Because we are going through a release process. We are in this period of reflection and release. So go ahead and allow yourself the space to do that, because we at the end are going through a rebirth. I love when a cover of a card comes out. It always feels so significant. So we are entering into a rebirth. We are entering into a rebirth. This time right now, prior to the new moon, is okay, we're reflecting, we're releasing, we're letting go, and we're rebirthing. So congratulations, you are going through an upgrade. You are going through an up level. You are going through an expansion. And here's the God honest truth. Not everyone is going to receive this message, and not everyone is going to. Those of you here now, those of you watching this back later, whenever you're watching this, right? Like today is 12/10/2023. You may be watching this 10 years from now, and it's going to be relevant to you 10 years from now. Like I'll probably look a little different, but like I hope I look like this still. So my point is, like, you're going through this upgrade at exactly the right time. So if you're receiving this right now, you're here for a reason. You are being so supported and so held. If you are here right now, you are here for a reason. You are being so supported and so held. I do know Reiki upgrades and healing upgrades. It's so funny. I call it Reiki upgrades. It's so human. Like upgrades are coming in right now. So those of you watching this, I also want you to know you are receiving energetic upgrades, because I just felt that channel turn on with me as well. It wasn't on before. We were just channeling the cards, but now we are also channeling some healing energy. So give yourself a moment. Let me give myself a moment to take a few deep breaths. And allow that energy to really pour into your third eye, into your crown, solar plexus, heart, throat, lungs. Sacral root. Solar. And on your feet, back into the earth. Something wonder, release here. Feeling the rebirth, did a ceremonial death of what is no longer serving me the other day. Beautiful. I love you. Just wanted to hear I love you too. Whoop, so glad it resonated. All right. We're going to keep going. Right time to turn on Insta clearly. Hey, Stephanie. So nice to see you. Okay, inner strength. So the inner strength card is also here. Flexibility, balance. Like these are all coming in together. And then I have creativity underneath. So it's like this is your secret sauce. This is your secret sauce. Your strength, flexibility, and balance is what opens you to your creativity and divine wisdom. I'm going to say that again. Your inner strength, flexibility, and balance are what open up your creativity and divine wisdom. Your inner strength, flexibility, and balance open up your creativity and divine wisdom. Let's sit with that for a second. Oh, I miss you too. So nice to see you. Your inner strength, flexibility, and balance open up your creativity and divine wisdom. Yeah. So how can you tap further into that? How can you deepen your connection to those parts of yourself? How can you trust more? Because as you do, abundance flows. Where energy goes, 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 abundance flows. I don't know why they're having me sing that over and over again, but maybe that should be recorded and put some music to it and share it with the world, because where energy goes, abundance flows. Let's read a postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, that ain't that the truth. It's time to rest. Ain't that the truth too. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time of dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm. Love always. So that is a beautiful little, I love that. I'm going to actually pull that out so I can read that again later, because many of you know I communicate in music. So I love that message that we are in the process of receiving our music, receiving our next song, receiving our next greatest hit. Yes, where energy goes, abundance flows. Desi. We're in the middle of receiving our greatest hit, right? Desi is a singer. That's why I'm saying her name. So give yourself the space. Give yourself the space to be held, to be nurtured, to be supported. Again, I'm going to remind you about the 52-week glow up. Today is the last day that you can access it for the $11.11 price. Like, I'm actually changing it. I changed it once, changed it back. I'm changing it again. And I'm going to be doing something exciting. I haven't even told the group yet. But I'm going to be doing a class on 12/12 at 12 p.m. for those that have enrolled in the glow up. A nice little bonus this week. It was like a message I received this morning, so I'll be sharing that. So if you want to access that 12/12 journey, if you want to join us in the glow up, where I also might do other things like this where I give extra bonus opportunities. Today is the last day, $93 a month or $11.11 for the year. All right, let's see what else wants to come out. I mean, we've got the wisdom again coming up, the ancient healing wisdom from the shaman, and the energy of movement right beneath it. I need that. I'm hard on myself. Why I'm not working or feeling sluggish and unproductive. Happy to know I just need to rest and relax. Yes. Give yourself the space to rest and relax. That is literally, right? The card said it. That is where the magic sauce is. It's when we take that space to rest and relax, to get quiet, to turn off all the noise, we can tune back in with the universe and hear the music that is ours to play in the symphony of life. We are coming to a time of completion. We are coming to a time of completion. We're coming to a time of completion. I don't know about you, but like 2023, like I love it. Like it was great, but like also, fuck. It was really hard lessons. It was very hard teachings. And within that, my word of 2023 was creation. And it was all about unlocking this next part of myself, this next chapter of my life. So it was uncomfortable to do. And now I've chosen this word for 2024. I've chosen orgasmic. And it was very clear. It actually came through to me a few weeks ago. It was like, my word of 2024 is orgasmic, and everything gets to feel so good. And I was like, yes, I choose that. I choose an orgasmic life. I choose a life that feels so good. Even in my lessons, let them feel so good. Let them be orgasmic. So I'm stepping into this space as we enter this new year. And I know that's the frequency I'm carrying. I know that's the frequency collective like we're going to move into. And I'm so excited to work in the alchemy of orgasmic energy. I'm actually taking a training next weekend that bridges together energy healing and hypnosis, which I do a lot of work in already, with Tantra. So it's creating that safety within our sexuality and being more comfortable in our bodies, being in our sacral chakras, being in our root chakras, really accessing that, because we have this magic here and it can be really fucking scary, right? It can be really overwhelming to unearth that divine wisdom, that shamanic wisdom that lives deep within ourselves, deep within the earth. It's a lot to access. So I'm excited to be anchoring that at new frequencies. I have no idea why I'm talking about it, probably because I'll be bringing that energy into the glow up this year as well. All right, let's pull one or two more cards. Oh, embrace uncertainty, embrace the unknown, embrace possibilities, and trust yourself. Trust. I'm hearing the song, everything is falling into place. Ooh. For those of you that know it, for those of you that don't, it's called Beautiful Girl by Jungie. I love that. Like, I just saw it like a jukebox in my mind. And we're in a time, accept responsibility. Accept responsibility for your life in all areas. What is happening to you, around you, etc., is all a reflection of what you are projecting out into the world. This feels really fucking important, like an in-your-face message. I don't need to be mean to yell, but like, accept fucking responsibility that what is happening outside of you is because of what's in here. It's what you're showing up and what you're doing. If you want something, you do have to take action. It gets to look how it's meant to look for you. So don't expect someone else to tell you how to take action. Well, you better fucking take action. You better show up. You want that new opportunity, you want the new relationship, you want the new things, then show up for the things you need to do, whether they're internally or externally. Show up and accept responsibility. Because if you want that 6-figure book deal, if you want that dream relationship, if you want that new car, if you want that new client, if you want that new job opportunity, if you want to take that trip, if you want, then what the fuck are you doing? Show up and accept responsibility. That the life you want is literally one choice and one decision away. The life that you want is one choice and one decision away. So show up. Last year, you guys, I'm gonna end it with this story. Last year, Art Basel. 2 years ago, Art Basel actually. I was like, I really want to create like healing art. What does that look like? And I started feeling into it. I want to do something with art. I don't know what it looks like. What does it look like? And I started then over the next year kind of shifting what I used to make vision boards into embodiment art and creating a vision board, but with a new energy of like, I'm not envisioning this, I'm embodying this. I'm embodying this art right now. This is who I am. This is how I'm showing up, right? And then I hosted a friend's birthday this summer. And at my friend's birthday, shout out Desi, I offered for people to create some embodiment art. And at that birthday, I said, I'm going to do an event for Art Basel this year. I don't know what it looks like, but an opportunity will show up and I will say yes. Because I want the universe to know that I'm really interested in this. I'm really interested in opening up my portal within me for creation, my ability to create art in a level that maybe I've never even considered, but I see people doing around me when I go to these art shows. And guess what? An opportunity showed up. And I'm teaching a class today. It's called embodiment art. I'm doing a sound healing. We're going to create art. I'm going to teach how to anchor the energy in the way that I do it. And it's going to be this really beautiful fucking activation. And now here, I want to share this. I think there's about 5 people signed up. And for many people, that would feel like a failure. Like, oh, only 5 people signed up. And I remember the first class I ever taught as a Reiki healer about 7 years ago, and 3 people showed up, and 2 of them were my friends. And I remember God saying to me, you have to keep showing up. You have to keep showing up. It doesn't matter how many people are here. You need to show up for yourself, because if I know you're going to show up for you, the people will come. But I need to see you show up for you in this way. So I've never shown up as an artist in this way before, but I'm fully embodying that, right? I am taking responsibility for who I am, and I am honoring the next level of the journey that I am taking. So take responsibility for the things you want to do, for the things you want to try. Take responsibility for the things you want to do and the things you want to try. I'm going to say that a third time. Take responsibility for the things that you want to do and the things that you want to try. Because as you take responsibility, and as you show up, and as you take actions, and as you take the steps, your life is going to evolve. And it will be the life you've always desired. So I know there are days that can feel hard. I know there are days that can feel frustrating. I know how tired we can feel sometimes. And when we feel tired, rest. Slow down, relax, lean into community, come to a healing. That's why the 52-week glow up is 52 weeks, so you can get a healing every Monday. So every Monday you are recharging your energy for you. For you. So you can show up for you and then with a full cup show up in the world. I've created embodiment art in my bathroom. Beautiful. I love it. Yes, some claps. Okay. So this is resonating, it seems. I'm going to pull one more card. It's the card, the only card in this deck that my dog got a little bite of. The forgiveness card. Forgive yourself. Let go. Step into who you truly are. Today is going to be so special. Can't wait. Me too. So excited you're coming. If you're in Miami, if you're local to Miami and you want to be in Miami at 4:00, there are a few spots left for the class today. The intention is that it is intimate. So there are a few spots. Let me know. Send me a DM and I can send you the link. I'm going to pull one more from this deck over here that is speaking, and then we will close things out. Oh, of course, an invocation. It's a ceremony. We are moving through beautiful times, beautiful space. Enjoy the journey. All right, I think that is it. I've told you about the glow up. You can join me for 52 weeks of hour-long sessions that are just like this with some deeper healing as well. And of course, connecting more with each and every one of you on a deeper level because I'll actually know who you are. Last day to access the early bird rate of $93 a month. Or $11.11 for the year. Otherwise, the price is going up tomorrow to $2,222, and just a few days later, it is going up to the full price of $33.33. So I am simply sharing this to let you know if you want it, grab it now. I'm here. My DMs are open. I am sending you so much love, wishing you a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Take action today. Sunday is ruled by the sun. It is a day of action. Take movement. Make a decision and move forward. I love you so much, and I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day.